Good morning, welcome to the Vic and Vern's Sports Chat, and I'm Vic. Hey, the Sports Update Show. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, it's Friday, it's the beginning of the weekend, everything's fantastic, and we're going to have a great sports weekend, a lot to get into this morning. Good Dale, yes, there you go. Vern, everybody's in the chat this morning. Let me just quickly have a look at the poll. 53 votes in for this morning, that's quite cool already. Will Ruben Amorim still be United manager at Christmas? 72% of you are correct. 72% of you intelligent. Yes, he will be at the end of Christmas. He will be at the end of the season, and he will be for many years to come, because the man is good. The players need to up. The club needs to back him. Talk about that in a few seconds. Some developments around Manchester United. There you go. But topics today. Look, we've got football, so a little bit of transfers. We've got some sackings. Major League Baseball, WNBA, NFL, NBA, tennis, rugby, EuroBasket, Ryder Cup, Formula 1. Woof, we're going all over the place today. We're going all over the place. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready for it. I've got a nice tea that my wife made here. This is, I think, Indian style tea. So, yeah, I'm up for it. So let's get the topics out the way. Remember, we're on our way to 84,000, only another 175. So keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button will be much appreciated. Look, yesterday was that big Champions League draw. I would have liked to have done a watch along for the draw, but not with this new system. I like the old system where the groups, and it was easier. Nah, it's all just dear Macar mixed up. But it was the Champions League, and I've got a little page that I'm going to put out there now quickly. So let me just tell you, I mean, look, there's some very interesting games there, you know. Let's take a look at Arsenal, for instance. They would face Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich. I mean, they got some nice games there to play. Napoli got some interesting ones. They're going to be facing Chelsea, Man City, Eindhoven, Benfica, Copenhagen. I think some of them got some really tough draws. I think Liverpool got a tough draw, and I thought Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, Paris Saint-Germain have they got Stuttgart, Bayern, Barcelona, Atalanta, Leverkusen, Spurs, Sporting Lisbon, and Athletic Bilbao. So they got some tough games there. Let's quickly try to find where Liverpool. Let me just see. Liverpool have Barcelona, PSG, Inter Milan, Juventus, Real Madrid. Look, a lot of stuff. It's interesting. It's going to be very interesting, this Champions League. And don't forget, we will definitely do a game on Monday and on Tuesday during the Champions League. Always, we'll see. We'll pick out the games of the weeks. We'll have you guys vote on it. Tell us which games you'd like us to do. Good morning, SS. Lekker weekend for you guys. Lekker weekend for sports, man. Listen here, we got everything going on this weekend. I will get into it, but let's go into some other football news, because an old friend of ours, old get it out there, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, babyface assassin, was assassinated by Besiktas Istanbul, and he got fired last night after they failed to make the European Cup. So Ole is looking for a job. Don't need him back at United. We have Rubin. We are happy with him, but Ole's looking for a job. Then Christopher Nkunku. I mean, big signing by Chelsea a year ago. All this big taboo going on. And he's off to Milan. He's leaving Chelsea. But Chelsea have got a new guy, and his name is Alejandro Garnacho. Thank God, this little spoiled little biatch, little brat, he's out of here. Chelsea willing to pay £40 million and another 10% on any further sell-on. So see you later, Alexandro. If you need an Uber, I will come to Manchester and drive you myself to Chelsea, you unthankful sod. But he's off, and let's never talk about him again. He is gone, man. He is gone. So, then look, 3 days left in the transfer window. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and a little bit of Monday. Because Monday evening, 8 o'clock European time, it's done. It's over. It's forbade. It's closed. I will be doing a live show from 7 to 8 on Monday to, transfer deadline day. Don't worry about that. I hope maybe Vern will join me. I don't know quite yet how we're going to set that up. Now we move into North America, and I mean, look, there's a lot in North America because we've got to add the tennis in there as well. So let's have a look at those results from the Major League Baseball. Only 8 games yesterday. Yeah, well, hey, that's just the way it is. You see, it's better to be bald than to have a cuck haircut, isn't it? The Yankees are doing well, man. Look at that race there in the baseball there for the playoffs and for the wild cards is really hotting up. The Yankees beat the White Sox 10-4. The Marlins beat the Mets 7-4. The Braves got thumped, destroyed 4-19 by the Philadelphia Phillies. The Cubs lost a tight one against the Giants 3-4. The Pirates lost to the Cardinals 1-4. The Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 6-4. The Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2, and the Astros beat the Rockies 4-3. The Astros, the Red Sox, and the Yankees. I mean, this is a tight race, man. This is good. The last few weeks of the regular season in baseball are going to be epic, man. Can't wait for it. And I'm going to try to do some World Series. I've tried to do the World Series this year. There you go. Then, of course, the WNBA was on yesterday. 3 games there. The Storm beat the Lynx 93-79. The Mystics lost 63-89 to the Liberty. And the Chicago Sky lost to the Phoenix Mercury 79-83. Quick look at the standings because it is hotting up there. Still only 2 teams definitely in the playoffs. 3 teams are definitely out. We're up to around about 39 to 40 games. So each team has around 4 or 5 games left. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there in the last few days. I actually think the playoffs stay as the way they are. I think those top 8 teams stay as they are, and I don't think it changes. Then big trade in the National Football League. Oof. Micah Parsons, the superstar defensive player from the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones has sent him. He's gone. He is now officially a Green Bay Packer. And what are the Cowboys getting for Micah Parsons? Well, they're getting Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers and 2 first-round picks, which is not that bad because Micah Parsons was not signing a new deal with the Cowboys. So they shipped him off to the Green Bay Packers, and the Green Bay Packers broke the bank, signed him to a 4-year deal. If anybody is not sitting, then sit down now because it's time. Because he has signed a 4-year contract worth $188 million. So if you like SS, you come from South Africa, times that by 20. So let's say 200 million times 20. That's 4 billion rand. He just signed a 4 billion rand contract for 4. So he's getting a billion rand a year. Fucking hell. That is unbelievable. That is some serious money. If I was a rugby player in South Africa, I'd change to football straight away. That is some serious dough there, man. So well done to Micah Parsons and his agents. You're not getting it all. Some of these agent fees are going to be big, you know. Then college football, there was a game last night. Boise State got upset by South Florida, 34-7. So that's our American one. No, not quite, because we're going to the US Open, and today we're going to start with the men. Yesterday we started with the women. I'm for total equality on this channel. So here you go. There's your results. I got to get a little bit closer to the screen because I got to read it. So at the moment, Tsitsipas and Altmaier are still going at it. Tommy Paul is also still going at it. Looking good for Tommy Paul. Yannick Sinner breezed through. Alexander Zverev breezed through. Alex Demure is still in there. Lorenzo Mosetti, I like that Italian boy. I like him a lot. That spaghetti guy is doing really well, man. Of course, see you on the rugby front. Then our boy there, Leandro Riedli, or the Riedi, the Swiss boy, he knocked the number 19 out the tournament, so he's still in there. Lots of Italians came through. All the Canadians, Azim and Shapovalov are through. So that is the men. It's hotting up. Like I said, this weekend it really starts getting interesting. Once you get into the last 64 and the last 32, it really gets interesting. Then we go to the ladies. Didn't forget the ladies. Oh, Coco Gauff was crying again on court. Don't know what was going on there. It was very emotional. But she beat Donna Vekic So she's through. Iga Swiatek is through. Amanda Azimova is through. Swiss girl Kubelik is out. Naskova got through. Let's see. Naomi Osaka is through. So yeah, Maria Sakiri is through. Laura Sigmund is also still in the tournament. After Wimbledon, she's been doing really well for herself, Laura Sigmund. So that is your tennis. Monday, Tuesday, then it starts getting really exciting, and we'll be updating you more. And then I'll have the whole table, how it works out all the way to the finals. Then the Ryder Cup. I know not everybody's a golf savant, but I love the Ryder Cup. And Keegan Bradley. Well, what did Keegan Bradley do? He could have named himself as one of the players, which he didn't. This is your US team to face Europe. The Europeans must probably bring out their team on Monday. So let's have a look. So they've got Sam Burns, Patrick Cantley, Bryson DeChambeau, I like him, Harris English, Ben Griffin, Russell Henley, Colin Morikawa, Sander Schauffele, and then the big ones, JJ Spence, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, and Cameron Young. There's a lot of golfers that didn't make it. I mean, where's Jordan Spieth? Didn't make it into the team. The big boy, Ricky Fowler. And a lot of good golfers didn't make the Ryder Cup team. So interesting to see what the Europeans come up with. You know, Rory's going to be in there, and Victor Hovland's going to be in there. But let's see what the Europeans come up with. Then, hey, last night, our first live game of the EuroBasket, Italy against Greece. What a game it was. Greece very dominant. Giannis had a great game. Vern's favorite player there from the Italians, Pagiola, he was terrible. The man with the headband. Listen here, Mr. Pagiola, if you happen to watch this channel, just shave your head like big old Vic here, and then you can concentrate on basketball and not always moving your hairband around. That was freaking terrible. The man was more concentrated with his hair than he was on the game. But let's have a look at that EuroBasket. There it is. Put it out there. Let's have a look at the results. This is all the results from the first round. They were started on Wednesday and Thursday. So Great Britain lost to Lithuania 94-70. Portugal beat the Czech Republic 62-50. Why do I always want to say Czechoslovakia? Germany very impressive against Montenegro 106-76. My favorites to win, the German. Jawohl, Deutschland. Then Turkey beat Latvia, another team that could do something. The Turks very good, 93-73. In an all Scandinavian battle, Finland nipped it 93-90 against their fellow Scandinavian Sweden, and Serbia had no problem with Estonia with 98-64. Then the second part of that, Georgia. Now that's the big upset of the tournament so far. Georgia knocked off España. My God, the paella must have been off there. They were not doing well at all. Maybe they had too much sangria, I don't know, but they lost 83-69. Spain is in a big, in turmoil in the basketball. Their old stars are all gone. There's nothing exciting new coming through what I've seen so far, but we'll check out the rest of the tournament. Israel beat Iceland 83-71. Belgium got thumped by the French 92-64, and the French are missing a lot of good players. We talked about it last night. No Rudy Gobert, no Victor Wembanyama, no Nicolas Batum. Some good French players missing, but they got a lot of depth, the French. Then Bosnia and Herzegovina knocked off Cyprus 91-64. Our game last night, the Greeks 75, the Italians 66. Italians are in a spot of bother because that is a tough group. And maybe a surprise for some people, but Poland knocked off Slovenia with Luka Doncic. I think he had around about over 30 points. Wasn't enough. The Poles are the better team. So Slovenia is a one-man show. That's not going to work. That is the results. What is coming up for you guys today in the EuroBasket? Germany plays Sweden. I think that's an easy win for Germany. I'll be watching a little bit of that. That is at 12:30. Turkey against Czech Republic. Easy win for the Turks. Lithuania against Montenegro. That should be an exciting game. Estonia and Latvia face off against each other. Finland against Great Britain. I think the Finns will have too much. And then in the evening, Portugal against Serbia. Must probably too much the Serbs for the Portuguese, but we will see. Then Formula One, yes, go check out our Formula One update there, the preview on the Dutch Grand Prix. My question was, can Max win at home? Vern and Ryan did a good video. They'll talk about the Cadillac team. I think they talk about Christian Horner. Good morning, Manus. You overslept a little bit this morning, eh? So we'll see. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the DEFCON show quickly to tell you what's coming up on the rugby front this morning. There we go. So it's all going to start off this afternoon at 1700 with Vern. It is going to be the Cheetahs against the Griquas. Then after that, we have tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock with moi, Fiji against Tonga. I hope all my Uzas are out there. That's going to be epic. After that, late in the afternoon, Lions against the Bulls. That's one that Vern's going to be doing. That's an epic battle. The winner is I think the winner makes the playoffs. The loser is definitely gone. The Bulls cannot afford to lose. No, I'm already at school. Then you shouldn't be on this program. Or listen, your honest, where's all your schoolmates? Why aren't they not on our channel? I mean, you are not helping the channel out, Marnus. Come right now. Then after that Curry Cup game, yeah, there's more. I'll be doing the Sharks against Boerland. That should be an interesting one. Can the Sharks upset Boerland? Just alone, that sentence that I said, that should tell you all about the rugby this year. Can the Sharks upset Boerland? Are we in a parallel universe? Normally, you would say the Sharks would destroy Boerland, but Boerland are definitely the rugby team on the planet at the moment. I mean, everybody's falling in love with the Cavaliers. What a great organization. Listen here, Boerland, let me tell you one thing. You need somebody to get you a better homepage, and you got to, guys, put up more merchandise, man. I think a lot of people would like to buy your merchandise. Then, to end it off, Alvern has to or can do his Western Province against Pumas. I see another hammering coming. And then, hey, ladies, of course, you know Vic loves the ladies. We haven't forgot you. It's going to be USA against Australia. That is a massive game in the Women's Rugby World Cup. Australia win. They are through to the playoffs. The USA have got to win this game, otherwise they are out of the competition. And then tomorrow, on Sunday, Italy against South Africa. Epic game there. I think we could have a surprise. Maybe the South Africans can nip this one because Italy are the favorites. So let's have a look there. So that is the rugby. So you know all about the rugby. Let me go back to the Daily Show. Don't forget, on Sunday, I haven't got the picture out there, but on Sunday, I will be doing Arsenal traveling to Liverpool in the Premier League clash, the clash of the weekend. So Marnus, your Liverpool boys better turn up. That defense better turn up. Otherwise, you're going to take one hell of a beating. Did that just for Marnus. And I have to bring out the toilet paper rolls with Liverpool on it. So I'm backing Arsenal in this one. No, I'm backing Arsenal. I think Arsenal's going to win. Go SA ladies. There you go. That should be interesting, you guys. So you're going to have lots of feeds, lots of stuff going on the weekend. And once again, just before we leave, let's get to 84,000 this weekend. Come on, man, guys. I actually want to get to 85. I'm a greedy bugger. So there you go. No. Who's talking about cheating? You see, that's what people don't understand. You just got to be nice and friendly to everybody. Doesn't mean you have to have anything. Just be nice and friendly. That brings you a lot further in life. Being grumpy and being an old dick doesn't help you. Be nice to people and you get further in life. Like they always say, be humble and kind. I forgot about the humility. That's not part of my game, but I'll be kind. There you go. But hey, guys, enjoy your weekend. Remember, 5 o'clock today, it's a date with Vern. It's the Cheetahs against the Griquas. That should be a very exciting game there. Also, big playoff potential there. So check that out. And then, of course, join Vern tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock for the Daily Sports Update Show. And before that, at 5, you can join me for Fiji against Tonga. Guys, have a great weekend. Hope that you see you on the channel during the weekend. And be safe. Ciao, guys.